Hi, Tim Sales here. In this particular series, I'm talking about what prevents somebody from becoming a rep. And this specific video is that the prospect doesn't know how to evaluate a network marketing company. Of course they don't. So what you're going to have to do is bridge that gap, all right? And so the prospect doesn't know what to evaluate nor how. All right. And the way you differentiate is called differentiation. Okay. So when you evaluate something, what you're looking for is, how one thing is different, similar, or the same. That's what you're looking for. All right. So how is this company different than a traditional company? How is this product different? How is it sold differently? Okay. So my son, he's 4 years old, and I get these books for him all the time because if someone can't differentiate, then they really can't get along in life, right? So if you think about it, what's the difference between a roller skate and shoes? Well, to a 4-year-old, right? Because they're both shoes, except one has wheels. And so that is how one learns how to differentiate. And so in the same kind of a way, the way that you bridge this gap this is the typical categories that I always go through. And that is, number one is management. How do you differentiate this management team from another? And the worst thing you can ever say is the best, okay? Because everybody says the best, but they never differentiate why, okay? So management, to me, is the cornerstone because they're the ones driving the bus. They set the direction. Everybody's piling into that bus. And so I want to make sure that the management team makes good decisions. A lot of them, okay? Number two is the products or brands of products that they have. And what I'm looking for specifically on products has to do with, will the product sell outside the network? That's what I'm really looking for. And it's not so much what product they have right now, because if the management team is really good, they can pretty much get any kind of product. And so I'm looking for the way that they are able to bring products and brands to the table that allow us to build our business with, okay, by acquiring customers. And then next is compensation, and don't say best, differentiate. Okay, it's really the key. And by the way, make sure that you note these particular things, the sequence, because the sequence matters. And what I mean by that is that a lot of people just chase compensation plan or product. And that is the second and third thing to look at. Management is always senior. And then number 4 is marketing and sales, and then the training. Okay, and so all of the marketing and the sales and the training, which is what the person's going to be doing, sits in this space, okay? So when you generate a lead, you have to do marketing in order to generate that lead, unless you're picking up your cell phone and you're contacting contacts because you already have a relationship with them, and then you can it begins to market right there. You're going to be talking to them about what the business is, all right? And so then it's contact, set an appointment, do a presentation, and follow up. And so part of that marketing and sales part is what presentations does the company have in order to assist you. And sometimes they don't have any, and you are basically doing it yourself, right? So first day I started, it was just me. And so there were no sales presentations. There were no PDFs. There were no product videos, right? And so that's okay. It's the game you play. Okay. So, and then you follow up, you get a customer, you serve them, and you make money. Or you get a rep and you serve them and you make money. And so that's the whole game in terms of bridging the gap for the person, because they typically do not know how to evaluate. And the key to understanding this one is differentiation. How is this comp plan different than this? If they have any comparisons. If they don't have any comparisons, then you're comparing it to regular income. Okay, so that's how you do the differentiation. So give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Also, if you haven't subscribed, you might think of doing so.